What's up guys, today we are talking about Saab. Saab is a Swedish car company, but they are now defunct, but they are also known for making some cool looking jets. Now they were also known for making some cars, and they were quite quirky in their own ways. You had the 9.3, you had this 99 Turbo, you had the 9.5, which is the last Saab they ever made as far as I'm aware anyway, and the Sonnet, which was supposed to be some sort of sports car as far as I'm aware anyway. But this is the Saab 9.3 Mark 1. This is the Saab 9.3 Mark 2. And this is the Saab 9.5. All of these were just based on the Vauxhall/Opel Vectra, because of General Motors of course. And this is the Saab 9.5 Mark 2. This was the last car Saab ever developed. It was based on the Opel/Vauxhall Insignia platform. And eventually, that was that. Here is another, in fact, even more General Motors rebadges for Saab. This is the Saab 97X. This was based on the Chevy Trailblazer. This is the Saab 94X. This was just based on the Cadillac SRX. But this was completely different. It may have been part of General Motors, but it's not a General Motors car. You see, this is the Saab 92X. This is no General Motors product, and you're thinking it looks very familiar, and that's for a very good reason, and that's because it does. It is literally based and pretty much rebadged as, you guessed it, okay, it's in the title, you obviously guessed it, the Subaru Impreza WRX Estate Mark II. Now, the interiors were pretty much the same as well, but the interior of the Saab was more upmarket, to give it a more upmarket feel, because obviously it's Saab, not Subaru. Subaru ain't a luxury company. But obviously the Subaru Impreza WRX came with three faces. You had the bug eye, you had the blob eye, and you had the hawk eye. And if you're in America, you had a fourth option as the Saab, whichever face you call this, which I don't know. Now, aesthetic differences on the outside, well, the front grille and bumper and lights has been completely changed. The hood scoop looks slightly different. Wheels, I'm pretty sure, are different as well. This is the rear of the Subaru, even though like the front, they kind of all had different lights, but here's one example of them. And this is the rear of the Saab. They look totally different. The boot lid and the lights and the number plate even fits in the boot lid compared to the Subaru where it fits on the bumper. Now, General Motors owned 20% of Fuji Heavy Industries, which is Subaru's parent company. And here's a result of that. This is the Chevrolet Forester. This was a literal rebadge of the Subaru Forester. This Chevrolet was sold in India to get more General Motors products over there. But anyway, back to the Saab. The Saab was more of a refined vehicle. The interior looked a bit better, it felt a bit better. The exterior may have been to some people's taste. The handling wasn't as good. It was good though, don't get me wrong, it just wasn't as sharp as you'd expect it to be. Now, Subaru, as we know, is very, very capable. And even though I said the Saab is more refined, but less capable, it was still capable of going off-road. Do not get me wrong. I mean, look at this, I rest my case. And not only that, it took the steering rack from the STI versions. So, steering was pretty neat. So you basically bought a WRX with STI steering. So it's kind of a better version of a WRX overall then. Just a little tiny bit better. Eventually, GM sold its 20% stake in Fuji Heavy Industries. They sold it to Toyota, and that's why Toyota owns a bit of Subaru now, and General Motors made a loss, which I do not care because I do not like them. and that meant the end of the Saab 92X. But there was going to be this, the Saab 96X. This is just a concept. Now this may not look too familiar to you, but this car is based on yet another Subaru. One of the ugliest cars ever made. The Tribeca. What the actual... I'm not even gonna bother saying a word. It's hideous and that's the end of it. This Saab, it never made it into production. But somehow the Subaru ended up in production with this ugly face. But anyway, you're probably disgusted and scared of seeing that face, so I'll put the Saab logo back up. But anyway, that is the Saab 92X. Basically just your Subaru Impreza that wasn't a General Motors product. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure to subscribe, like, comment, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.